Hello, hello, collective. Thank you for being here. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If the messages are giving you any type of clarity, I am very much grateful. Yo, right now, collective, you have a lot of people who are more like crashing out about you. I feel people are feeling very much conflicted by you right now. I feel there's something that you may be creating. Yeah, you may be like coming out, of something, yeah, something, whatever that is that you are doing. I feel this is something that you may have been wishing for. This is something that you may have been doing behind the scenes. This is something that you are it's of faith, something of a greater goal, something, whatever it is that, yeah, you are being spiritually guided to do whatever that is. You have a lot of people watching you. They are watching you, and they are more like shocked and amazed with whatever it is. You have a lot of people eating their words when it comes to you. People feel conflicted when it comes to you, collective, right now. Yeah, let's see some more. I feel right now it's more like you may be going through delays. You have a lot of people that more like feeling also confused with you. It's more like you come off as a mystery. It's more like you are also very much innovative. You may be coming off with something out of the box. I feel whoever I'm talking to, you are more like having this resistance, to move forward. You may be not caring whether people are on board or not. You are more like moving on, doing whatever you are doing. You may be somebody who takes the divinely guided path, the long path. The not the easy way out. You may be somebody who feels like you want to do things the right way, yet people still don't get you as much as they may have want to get you. It's more like you're an enigma. Yeah, I feel right now you are very much you put on these restrictions, and people are very much conflicted by you. Yeah, you have this inner strength. You may be coming off as more like you don't care, you don't need people. You don't, it's more like not you don't need them, as in like you don't need people. Everyone needs people, but then in your cycle, in your territory, in your environment, you are somebody who's more like prefer your isolation, you prefer your me time, you prefer a small cycle. I feel whoever I'm talking to, you prefer a very small cycle. Yeah, let's see some more. Yeah, I feel these are people from the past. These are people from the past who sees you've healed your inner child. These are people from the past who sees you've healed your inner child. I feel these are people who are more like having memories of you. Hence they are feeling very much conflicted. I feel these are people who still want to treat you like they used to. Yeah, these are people who feel like you've moved on, you've changed, and you've changed for the better. Let me tell you that, collective, it's more like now you know your self-worth. And they're very much conflicted. Yeah, these are people who may used to have thrived out of confusion, out of chaos, out of you being tense. Yeah, these are people who enjoy throwing tension your way. Yeah, you brought an ending to this. You brought an ending to this. Yeah, pretty much is more like out with the old, in with the new. You've changed, like literally, you've changed. People from the past are very much amazed. You are no longer resonating with the previous you. You are now more bolder. You are now more like in your true, authentic power. You have this natural leadership about you. Yeah, whoever I'm talking to, let's see some more. You have a lot of people shocked about you, collective. Especially people from your past. They are very much conflicted with you. Yeah, these are people who sees you as somebody who's always ahead, sees ahead. You have this vision. You are a visionary. You are somebody who plans ahead. You can see things that are coming. These are people who may be feeling like you always know how to take a right direction. Yeah, I feel these are people whom you may have said something and then it occurs in a in few months, in weeks, and then they be like, oh my god, collective just said it. I feel these are people who are more like conflicted with you and this growth. Yeah, you've brought a lot of confusion right now. There's a lot of confusion right now with you and your innovation. Oh my god, collective. Some they want to meet with you. You have some wanting to meet with you. Yeah, I feel that somebody in particular, they want to meet with you. Yeah, you come off as this magician. You are yourself. You are yourself. You are one with yourself. You have this willpower to create. You take action. You utilize your resources. You are you. You are not competing with anyone. You are not competing with anyone. People from your past are watching you. Somebody from your past is watching you. Take it however it resonates on your situation, you know. Yeah, take it however it resonates on the, yeah, you have somebody wanting a partnership, with you. They want union, they want connection. Yeah, let's see some more on this. Yeah, this somebody you've walked away from. This somebody who may have been very who was lacking this somebody who was lacking spiritual intelligence. I feel this somebody who was more like a charmer. This somebody who was more like good with their words. I feel whoever this is, you walked away from them. This somebody who may have been a trickster towards you. This somebody who may have been too persuasive. Yeah, whoever this is, they are watching you. They may want to come in wanting to come in healed, but then they're not healed. This is somebody who wants to charm you. This is a charmer. Yeah, whoever this is, they are very much delusional. Whoever this is, they are very much delusional, and they see you are so strict. You're having these boundaries, you're holding tight to your energy. You are not allowing anyone in. You are very much selective. Whoever this is that wants to come bring in this uh, two of cups towards you. Yeah, let's see some more of the people from the past. Yeah, besides this one, will come some more on that. Yeah, and them seeing you as a magician. Yeah, you may have done a lot, whereas you were overwhelmed. Whereas you were burdened. I feel you may have done a lot. These are people who just can't fathom your strength. It's more like, wow, collective is so strong. How did they do it? Collective have been through the most. Collective, people can't understand how your strength, your resilience. Yeah, it's more like you have it in you. It's more like you are geared up for this. Yeah, with you having these burdens, they are watching you. Yeah, these are people who are more like very much immature. They were very much immature with you. These people, they see you are still very much youthful. These are people who view you as very much youthful. These are people who still view you as somebody who's more like, it's like you're not getting old, collective. You are not getting old at all. Collect, and they are watching you. Yeah, these these are people who once saw you very much overwhelmed. I feel these people from the past. Oh my god. Let's see some more about this. Yeah, they're watching you chasing your dream. You're pursuing something. They are watching you chasing your dreams. They are conflicted about you and your growth. They are conflicted about you and your restraint. They are conflicted about you and how you are so resilient, and the restrictions you've put in place, no longer wanting to kiss ass. They are very much conflicted about you. It's more like you don't want to bend. Pretty much you are refusing to bend. You more like you are causing everyone distress. Or I feel this may be you not feeling like you no longer want to affiliate yourself that much because there's always conflicts going on around, you know. Yeah, right now you are more like focused on your peace. Yeah, these may be people who wants to come back in. Some they may even want to become with, you know, hi, some friendly gaslighting you, you know, love bombing you, trying to talk about the past. Oh my god. Yeah. You have somebody plotting. Somebody's plotting, you know. Yeah, this is somebody who feels like they want to get even with you. Yeah, somebody's plotting. Somebody feels like you may be punishing them or they want to punish you. Yeah, whoever this is, they view you as somebody who's loved to be independent. You are somebody who's more like you are way too detached. You are way too detached, you know? And it's more like you don't care to associate. You don't care to be alone. You don't care to not be included. I feel it's because you've learned there's no point in you being included where you know you're not being celebrated, where there's a lot of evil eye, you know, where there's a lot of you don't care to be affiliated in such situations whereby you can be humiliated, you know, because I feel collective you may have went through a lot of humiliation rituals, you may have went through a lot of harassment, you may have went through a lot of, you know, being used and cheated on, abused, you know, whether with words, whether with physically, you know. But I feel collective, you may have been through a lot, you know, you may have been through a lot. Yeah, you have people feeling like you are punishing them, you know, it's more like something may be feeling like they want to get even, or you are actually, you know, settling the score. Yeah, you are way too detached right now. It's like you don't have a heart. You are more focused on yourself. I feel these are people who may have taught you to be more focused on yourself, you know. These are people who taught you, learn and taught you how to love yourself, because I feel collective you may have neglected yourself for a long time and put others first, you know, giving yourself a lot, the last end of the stick. These are people whom they taught you, you know, because I feel these are people whom that they were very much close with you. These are people who are close, not they were. They may be family, with the Six of Cups being here. So people that you grew up with, you know, people that you grew up with. Yeah, they are very much conflicted, you know, with you and your restrictions. I feel these are people who don't want to adapt. Instead of them wanting to adapt, they want to make it a burden, a chaos, something to talk about. You know, they want to make a big deal out of it. Yeah, they see you are very much daring right now. Right now, you come off as very much daring and fearless. Yeah, you are very much having this drive and focus to move forward, to expand. Yeah, right now you come off as somebody who's more like the Knight of Wands, going after what you want. You know, going after what you want. Yeah, and you are very much patient with yourself. You are not in a rush, yet you are going after what you want. You are not in a rush. There may be a lot of spreading going on about you. There's a lot of spreading going on about you. Yeah, people looking into things, you know, wanting to make sense of you and your lifestyle, wanting to make sense of everything that's going on. Yeah, these are people whom you've released. These are people whom you've released. They see you've let go, you've moved on, and you are no longer procrastinating. You're no longer procrastinating. It's more like you no longer self-sabotage. They are very much overthinking though. Yeah, thinking and jumping to conclusions that they don't even know. Thing is, they feel like you see them, you and your intuition. You see them, you and your intuition. You cannot be fooled. You cannot be fooled. Yeah, look at them in their head. Having anxiety. Having anxiety. Somebody be having anxiety about you. There's somebody who wants to come bring in an apology towards you. Yeah, whoever this is, they are feeling defeated by you. Yeah, this somebody may be coming in and going to tell you, collective, let's work together. I'm sorry, blah blah blah. They want to start something. I feel this two of cups. I feel this two of cups. They feel like you may be punishing them. Yeah, whoever this is, pretty much, they may be feeling punished. I feel this is somebody who may even be plotting a comeback. Yeah, with this somebody who's more like wanted you cancelled. Now they're feeling defeated. They are only relying on this. This is what they are only relying on. Their manhood or their womanhood. That's what they are relying on, wanting to come back towards you, collective, wanting to seduce you. Oh my god, this is such a nasty energy. Whoever this that wants to come back with and work together with you, this is somebody who has a very much low vibrational energy. Yeah, whoever this is, they want to come back to spite you, to spite you. They want to make you react. Yeah, whoever this is, you may be defending yourself from the whoever you. There's gonna be a need for you to defend yourself from whoever this is. There's somebody who's gonna come in with distractions. Mm-mm-mm. Collective, be careful with whoever this is. Oh my god, let's see some more on the community read, on the family read. These people from your family, or whether these are your close friends, or people from your community. But then these are people who more like wanted you burdened. These are people who are very much conflicted by you chasing your dreams, by you, moving forward, by you being resilient and taking action. These are people who are very feeling very much challenged. These are people who wanted you to be burdened and weighed down, yet you still manage to use the resources and move forward. Look at you, collective. I feel the results are being seen. Your results, your efforts are being seen. I feel right now you may be somebody who's very much celebrated. Yeah, right now you are in a fruitful season. Right now I feel there's gonna be a lot of beautiful things coming your way. Whoever I'm talking to, collective, oh my god, these are people who are so gonna be more conflicted. You know what, they are so gonna be more conflicted because it seems like you've beat the odds. You've beat the odds. You've released these people. Yeah, I feel they taught you how to hold it together. They may have brought a lot of heaviness your way. Continue manifesting. Somebody may want to come in with a gift. I feel this one that's really plotting. Somebody may be wanting to come back with a gift. Mm-hmm. Like I cannot make it up. This is somebody who feels like they want stability with you. This is somebody who's gonna come in with an apology. That just so you should know that apology is a fake apology. It's a lie. It's a trickster. This is somebody who more like wants to juggle you. This is somebody who wants to come and play in your face. Whoever this is, they are going through spiritual costs. They're going through karma. Whoever this is, protect yourself from whoever this is. They're gonna come in try to love bomb you. Yeah, this somebody who feels like they are so feeling. I feel you may have bruised their ego. This somebody whom you may have bruised their ego. Oh my god, collective. Yeah. Yeah, you've been through a lot, you know. A breakthrough is here. Stagnancy is about to be bye bye stagnancy, you know, because I feel you've withdrawn a lot of your energy from situations or people who no longer serve you. Now it's more like you are very much vibrating on a very beautiful high frequency. You know, right now it's more like anyone who's trying to bring in any negative, just so you should know, they are brought by Satan. You know, this and that's devil. Somebody who just want to see you unhappy, you know. Yeah, right now tame your strength. You have a lot of downloads coming in your way. You're gonna have receive a lot of downloads from your universe, from the universe, your spirit guides, you know. You're going to receive a lot of downloads. You may already be receiving, you know. Yeah, stop overthinking things, you know. Stop being doubtful. Yeah, do not allow yourself to be frustrated with anything. Don't allow any challenges to have a seat or to camp in your head, you know. No, don't allow any negative thoughts to be a friend. Just focus on self, just focus on your values, just focus on things that are helping you vibrate better, you know. Focus on your attitude, focus on who you are as an individual. Yeah, right now I feel focus on things that are good for you. You have a lot of friends, you have a lot of enemies, but then just focus on you. Yeah, and look at others attitude, you know. I feel you have also have may have looked at their attitude, you know. Hence things may have had to come this far, you know. Their attitude along the way when it comes to you, you know, them wanting you to be the one pouring, and them, you know, giving you little to minimum. Yeah, pretty much. I feel you may have had to look at things and see where you may have been sabotaging yourself, where you may have been overextending yourself because of you and this empathetic nature of yours. Yeah, you may be going through unexpected changes right now. I feel that nobody may have expected a time for you to change, you know, to grow. I feel this may have been a dynamic whereby it may have gonna happen over and over again. You know, I feel you broke the pattern. Yeah, you brought in unexpected changes. Mm, and now people are more like crashing out. Yeah, because this is something that was unforeseen. This is something that was unpredictable, you know. I feel somebody may have took a risk and thought that they were gonna get away with whatever they were doing. They were with you or your name. Somebody may have thought that they were gonna get away. Yeah, this somebody who was who these are people who may have disregarded you. You know, I feel these are people who may have looked away the other way when you may have been going through the most. Yeah, right now they are feeling so dismissed and conflicted by you. Oh, collective. Yeah, these are people whom you've learned lessons with. You gave them a mirror, you know? You gave them a mirror. More like, look at yourself. Look how you are treating me. Look at how you are doing things. You gave them a mirror. You know, I feel you shared your feelings. Even if you may have not spoken them, or however way you may have reacted, it may have said enough. Yeah, you got somebody in their head about you. You got somebody very much in their head about you. Yeah, it doesn't mean you don't love anyone. It's just that you respect your peace. You had to do what you got to do for your own peace of mind, for your own growth. Because you could have seen that you cannot even grow whenever you are around these people, because they were siphoning from your energy. Whenever you are around these people, you are miserable. You end up being miserable, because they'll come in and project this nonsense on you. So I feel you decided, you know what, I'm not going to sit around laughing at jokes that are not funny, pretending to love people that I don't even love. I'm just gonna be myself. Yeah, I'm going to love who loves me. Celebrate who celebrate me. Appreciate who appreciates me. I feel you are like, it is what it is. I feel the time is up. Yeah, you were like, the time is up. Yeah, you got your emotional and spiritual intelligence. You awakened your spiritual and emotional intelligence. You're like, mm-mm, mm-mm. And you became diplomatic about however way. Yeah, whoever I'm talking to, you were not rude. It simply shows you are still caring, you're still loving, but then you are very much in control of your emotions, and you can see things clearly. Yeah, you are protecting your energy. You have such an expensive energy, collective. Yeah, I feel these are people who may have wanted you to be a scapegoat, a black sheep. These are people who may have sacrificed you. Yeah, that was your role. Now you don't want to play a role. Now it's conflicting. Now it's conflicting. You are supposed to be this caring one, this one who's been dismissed and everything until infinity. But then I see you refused and you took your power back. Bravo. Kudos, collective. If you don't take your power, nobody's going to take your power. Yeah, your nervous system needs a reset. Your nervous system needs a reset. Relax yourself. Remember, it's time to pamper yourself. Change your perspective. Integrate your old self with the new you. Yeah, merge you know, all your timelines and be creative. Reset yourself. Put find new things that are making you excited. Find new ways on how to make more money for yourself. Reset yourself, your nervous system. Find new ways and learn. If you have to learn. Yeah, you have people, their actions are catching up with them. Yeah, people are seeing the patterns of these family members. People are seeing the patterns of this toxic ex. Yeah, they may have spoke a lot of witchcraft on you. They may have sent a lot of witchcraft on you. They may have sent a lot of negativity and evil out your way, and then be saying that you have bad luck. Then be saying that when things are delaying for you, they be talking shit about you, a lot of shit. You know, yeah, I feel these are people who know that they want to know how you did it. These are people who are stuck in not knowing how did you do it. They are conflicted. They want to know, how did you do it, collective? How did you manage to get yourself out of the mud? We threw everything that we had your way. How did you do it? You have so much resilience and strength. How did you do it? They were digging the hole for themselves all along, you know, bringing setups your way. How did you do it? You know, how did you do it? It's because you are divinely guided. God chose you. You are so protected. You are having a lot of spiritual team supporting you, guiding you. Yeah, your spiritual team ain't nothing to play with. You know, when it comes to you, they love you because they've seen what you've been through. Your spiritual team, they've seen what you've been through. They won't allow anyone to come mess with you. They won't. You know, I feel whoever that messes with you, they always get their whooping. They get their whooping because your ancestors, they know our baby don't go around messing with people. Our baby is such a good baby. We are so proud of our baby. And then you're gonna come in and do what? Okay. Once we guide our child to leave the situation, we will have to deal with you. That's how your ancestors go be doing things. They are way too gangster. You know, you have these ancestors that are very much gangster. You know, they mean business. You don't get away with stuff. They are watching things. Yeah, your ancestors don't want anything about to do with anyone who's messing you. You are very much protected, you know, because they know what you've been through behind the scenes by yourself, crying, you know, when things are not moving your way, when you're not having support. They were there, you know. Yeah, these are people who see that they never had control over you, just that they had access on your to your energy. Just that they had access to your energy. Yeah, thank you, collective, and please follow and love, like and share. You know what? Thank you for the donations. Yeah, for personal readings, I'll leave the link below.